Everything that you see here on these tables, we got in one day of garage sailing. Epic day, epic scores. But now we got to sell it all, and we got to talk about how much we paid, how much we're actually going to make, and most importantly, where and how we're going to maximize our profit dollars on all of these items. So let's dive in. So the two best scores of the day were these retro game bundles. This one I paid $678 for, and this one I paid $300 for. A little bit higher buy cost for a garage sale, but when you have this spectacular of items, you gotta pay up when it's there, and we would not have gotten either of these scores without being aggressive with our offers, and obviously still incredible scores once you see what's here. But for game systems and games like this, pretty much all of them will get processed through Amazon first. A lot of games, especially if popular titles, sell better on Amazon, so we like to process stuff like that through Amazon first. That's going to be stuff like Zelda, Mario All-Stars, Mario Kart, Street Fighter 2, Mario World, 007, Smash, Donkey Kong, Mario Golf. Stuff like that, almost certainly Amazon. But something like this, All-Star Tennis 99, that's going to be eBay. eBay or whatnot. This is a very uncommon game, and it's not really going to sell on Amazon. Some might not know, but All-Star Tennis 99, be on the lookout for that one. And then something like this as well, Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I'm actually going to be adding this to the collection. This is going to go on the garage sale shelf because that's incredibly rare, but I definitely want to clean it up first because it's pretty gross. The system's for sure going to be Amazon. I'm going to remove the expansion pack and sell that separate. Expansion packs add about $50 in value for those that don't know. So if you get that red expansion pack inside of an N64, it's definitely worth noting. I got the controllers on the ground, but it came with 4 controllers, 2 SNES controllers. They're pretty dirty, but they're there. And then almost everything here, as far as PS1 goes, will most likely be sold on Amazon because it's popular titles all around. We cherry-picked it. He didn't want to sell everything, so we just kind of picked out the best stuff, the best games. He kept the PS1, the Sega, and some of the other games, basically all the Atari games we left with him. So all these, I think, will do pretty well on Amazon, and we'll actually go through and list those on Exceller List and kind of see what the profits will actually be on the day. But then Sega Genesis games, these are all in such stunning condition that I think those will do best on eBay. And as the old Al Pal would say, when in doubt, moon it out, which means price stuff high if you're not exactly sure what to price it at, but you have something special. In this case, we know we have something special because it's near mint games, and those just do a lot better than regular condition games. And then we got stuff like this over here that we're going to talk about what we'll do with it. These are the reel-to-reel tapes. I still haven't dove into this fully, but I only paid $20 for all this, and I'm thinking, when I was at the garage sale, I was thinking that these are going to be worth $500 plus, and I want to see if that actually comes true. So we're going to list stuff like this on eBay. And we'll bring you guys along for the whole journey today. So let's get to selling some stuff. All right, let's talk items that are obviously meant for eBay. We have some like this jacket. So I paid $20 for it. The guy thought that his daughter got the signatures on it, so I just bought it because for $20 I was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. You got Larry Bird, John Stockton, Karl Malone, guys like that. But yeah, they're just printed on there, so that's unfortunate. That being said, I think we can still get maybe $30 or $40 for it, so we might still make a little bit of money on it. These starting lineup figures, I never buy these unless they're Michael Jordan, which all 4 of these are Michael Jordan. I think I paid $50 for the 4 of them total, but those are definitely going to be in eBay, and those are nice, easy listings for Al Pal, so you're welcome. Al Pal's filming. Hit a like for Al Pal, and he does most of our eBay selling, in fact, all of it right now. I didn't give you enough credit on that first shout out. This is a Sony Handycam. This is almost certainly going to be eBay because it has a lot of extras. I just need to test it, make sure everything's good, but this is probably going to be like $250. I paid $40 for it. That's a good deal. It's a pretty good deal, a pretty good score. As long as it all works, there's a little bit of risk there because you never know with that. Then we got a 35mm camera here. It's a Minolta. Paid $10 for it. It was actually marked at $50. So that was kind of crazy to get it down to $10. She just kind of wanted it gone, and we're like, okay, well, how about $10? And it happened. That might be worth $50. Could be more, could be less. We'll see as we get into it. It's the following morning. We've been processing through the games, 33 of which are entered into Exceller list. Right now, the total value there listed at about 1,100 bucks. And then these ones took quite a long time to clean and get looking nice. Here's Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Definitely feeling way better about how this one looks. Magic Eraser, toothbrush. This is just a, you guys probably already know this, but I didn't use toothbrushes for cleaning for the longest time, but to get into these crevices, especially right up there, these also work great for like original Xboxes. There's systems that have those types of divots. Works so well, and all these had significant like dirt and stuff inside of those, so it was really nice to use with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. But if you remember, these look pretty terrible, and I would say a lot of these are like in really nice condition now, so they cleaned up pretty nice. Took me about, honestly, probably about 30 or 40 minutes just for this stack, because they were that detailed. And then the contacts and stuff took multiple Q-tips to get clean in there. The value is going to be significant there. I'll show you the batch that we have working for Amazon. There's everything that's listed. So the PS1 games, those were nice because I only had to replace one case and all the discs were good to go. The cartridges, Matt was cleaning those up yesterday. Those are all going to be Amazon. So the popular games, like I mentioned, Donkey Kong 64, Wrestling, Mario All-Stars, stuff like that. These ones are going to be Whatnot. They just weren't really worth selling on Amazon. I've got, this one's going to be Whatnot, the only PS1 game that wasn't quite worth selling on Amazon. And then this is what we have left to go through over here. We're getting through a lot of stuff. We're going to do the consoles today, this camera bundle, a few odds and ends over there. I can't remember if Matt has cleaned these. I don't think he's cleaned these ones yet, but I got to double check with him. We still have these. I hope these PS2 games and PS1 games won't need anything. And then the Nintendos will probably add refurbished or new 72-pin connectors to those. And here's everything that is scheduled out for eBay. Now this stuff is probably going to be where the bulk of the value is on this day of garage sale buying. You know, you got this, the Judas Priest CD. That stuff ended up being really expensive. I gotta wait for Alpal to get in to finalize these, but definitely will update you guys on the eBay total in a little bit. And by the end of the video, we'll have a projected profit number. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. So we tested the systems, controllers, all the systems worked except for maybe one Nintendo. But this is how we pack them up for Amazon FBA. This is a 12 by 8 by 6 box. We have links to every single box that we use at CATRPcrew.com. Also, all the supplies that we use for the business are linked there. Definitely bookmark that one if you're reselling video games or reselling at all. We've really worked hard to get the best possible stuff in those links. PS2 was good to go, so that's a 14 by 8 by 6 box. And then the SNES, we sell that with 2 controllers in Super Mario World. Thankfully, that's how the SNES was. Now, this stuff needed a lot of cleaning. Been cleaning for a couple hours and testing, getting everything good to go. They're refurbishing the Nintendos. So the pins we get at xyab.com. Definitely check our link for that. Get $50 credit. We would appreciate that. And if you're reselling video games, you got to be using them. In fact, here's my most recent order full of like $600 worth of stuff. That's going to help us maximize. Brother Dave is taking pictures for eBay.
Hi.
So Alpal started the listings. Basically just got them priced out, everything done except for pictures. And then Brother Dave is finishing them, just adding the pictures to the listings with the phone. Alpal starts the listings on the computer. That's how we do the listing process for eBay. So all this stuff looks like it's fully done. I assume you haven't pictured the stuff that's on the ground.
I have not.
Okay, so he still has to do those. And this is what remains. So we have to test these controllers. The Pokemon cards are going to go on Whatnot. It's a good lot just to sell on Whatnot. And then the manuals will probably sell on Whatnot as well. Not sure what to do on the Atari games yet. These games I'm going to add to our Nintendo bundler stack. So these are games to be taken apart and cleaned. We take apart the bundler games just to make sure that they're working on the first try because we don't want to get returns. We want the customers to get really, really good stuff. Still got to decide what we're doing with these last couple items, but we're almost there. And here in a second, I'll tell you guys the eBay total of listed value. The results are in. We've got everything listed on Amazon. Here's stuff that This Nintendo didn't work here even after trying to refurbish it. This controller did not work. These need new backs, so we haven't listed those yet. We got some What Not Buy It Now. It's just a couple that have been added to the total. So these types of things, not quick sellers on Amazon, and not really, we don't want to list them on eBay. These controllers are just extras that are working. They're good to go. We'll pair them with future systems. And then these also are working. Amazon listed value was right around $3,300. Now keep in mind our total buy cost was $1,587. And that is actually the after fees value if we get the prices that we are sending them off for. So that's going to be pretty close to reality. But the eBay value, so everything in here, and then Brother Dave is finishing pictures on the last stuff. We're looking at right around the $3,500 range for a total with everything, including the buy it nows and extras, of just shy of $7,000 in value, which is insane. I calculated it at $2,200 in profit conservatively in the video, but then factoring in 30% to cover fees, which is 13% on eBay, and then to cover any price reductions, returns, or just things that might come along the way, supplies, gas, all that stuff. The total is $4,900 in like after fees and all expense value. It took us 33 man hours to make this happen between all of our hours, including sourcing it and then selling it, listing it, and we're factoring in another 3 hours for shipping. 33 hours total for a profit after 30% of $3,300. That works out very nicely to $100 an hour. So this is fantastic. That's obviously a phenomenal rate. And, you know, we're continuing the question of, can you make a full-time living from garage sales? I think it's possible if you're able to consistently hit a lot of sales, do it well, have a really high hourly rate, and find the right stuff. In our case, $100 an hour, we'll take that all day, every day. And one of the best parts about the day is that in addition to having an amazing day of profits, I get to add 2 epic pieces to the collection, and these are not factored into the profits at all. Donkey Kong Jr. Math, it cleaned up nice. And then the Pokemon Thunderstorm gift box. It's just the contents without the cards, but still to find the vintage Pokemon stuff for the Pokemon Pursuit collection. It's an epic add to the collection. That's it for this one. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.